The new champion Kayle is just absolutely broken, and if you guys want to learn how to play her in the jungle, then definitely stay tuned for this video. I'm playing her actually in high elo compared to these screenshots, and let's hop right into it. Hey, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here. In today's video, we will play the most broken newly released champion. Literally, you guys might say, hey Darkbreaker, that's not true, people have not been playing her enough, but I've been playing her on a low elo account, and I can show you some screenshots right here, and she is super fucking broken. We are gonna go for a crit build this game, a full crit build. First item, Blade of the Rune King, Charge Blade, Infinity Edge, Runan's Hurricane, and then Gunblade, last item. Full item build Kayle, and when you are level 15, you will deal so much damage. It's incredible. The only issue is you need frontline and peel. If you have frontline and peel, and you just play front to back, then Kayle works the best way. But in this team comp, we have a Pantheon as a support, and we don't have anyone who is tanky who can frontline. So it's gonna be pretty hard this game, and this is actually a game on one of my Smurfs that is Grandmaster elo, as you guys can see. So pretty high elo game for Grandmasters. That's pretty good. So gonna be interesting to see how we're gonna play out Kayle in the jungle. And make sure to check out the guide I've made for Kayle. I've made one guide for Kayle, just talking in general about her, in depth about the matchups, etc., how to play her, how her abilities work. Then I made one gameplay in the Baron lane, but I used an AP build. And it was just a standard match. So this game is gonna be won in high elo, so you guys won't say she doesn't work in high elo and it just only worked because it was a PvP match. So far I've been talking with a lot of players, pro players or high challenger players, and they all agree with me that Kayle is definitely super busted and her damage is broken. And if you can build the right comp for her, where she has a tanky frontliner, maybe two tanky frontliners, maybe just a tanky jungler and an enchanter in this bot lane, maybe Lulu, maybe Nami, then Kayle can work like a charm, because her only issues are CC and that she can get easily bursted by, I don't know, assassins. Like, she has the ultimate, but she still can be easily bursted overall because she's very squishy. You guys wondering about the skill order? Since I'm starting red side, or I'm red pick, that means my red buff or my Baron lane is in the bot lane, so I will get the weaker leash. Because I get the weaker leash, I'm actually gonna go for the second ability for healing, but otherwise I would go third ability, first ability, and then second ability, just for the early game skill order. Since she got first blood, I just took the cannon. I think that's fair trade. Maxing order is third ability, first ability, and then second ability. You could also go second ability, second, for the heal and movement speed. Actually, it's not too bad. If you want the increased slow and more damage on the first ability, you can max the first ability second. But yeah, definitely make sure to check out the guide I've made for Kayle. If we had lethal tempo on Kayle, or lethal tempo in wildrift, she would be so busted. You guys know why she's working so much better than on PC? Because the game is fast paced and her early game is kinda negated by the fast pacing of the game. So you can farm her very easily, you can get to your levels, level 5, level 10, much more easier than on PC. So it's pretty chill to play Kayle. You can play in the mid lane, you can play her in the jungle, you can also play her in the Baron lane. I would prefer to play in the Baron lane, but I didn't get her. I literally don't get her in the Baron lane, so it's very hard for me to play, like, I don't know, on this account or on my other high elo account, or I mean I have 3 high elo accounts, but on the 2 accounts I tried, I literally didn't get her. Like, she's either picked away, she's either banned away, or I'm jungle and then I get Kayle. Not when I'm Baron lane. When I'm Baron lane, I don't get her. I only got her one time in Baron lane, at least in high elo, so it's very hard for me to get content that isn't low elo or just PvP. So option 1, low elo, option 2, PvP. It's like whatever. There's literally no difference, right? Use ultimate to dive this guy. Boom. Ooh, bit of flash out. Bye-bye. And now let's just reset. I'm gonna go to this bush here and then just backboard. I think the dive might have been a little bit too greedy, but I mean it worked out. 100 gold for... no, 200 gold for Blade of the Ruined King. Not quite enough. But yeah, I would say 3 core items and you're level 10 plus. That's the moment when Kayle shines the most. Level 5 she gets range. Level 15 she gets even more range. And level 10 your third ability, when you have max dex, your auto attacks will splash. And at level 15 you're automatically at full enraged. I'll just call it enraged. See, nice binding by Morgana again. Boom, and sayonara, we get that kill. Let's go to the top lane. Looks like Shyvana might try to dive. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go for blue buff first. Or we can go for dragon. But yeah, maybe if I had more luck to get Kayle, and especially when season 4 starts, there is no way I will get Kayle because 10 bans by then. It looks like they didn't update the rank or the ban system yet because we're still in season 3. So I guess for season 4 they will add it. And by that time, everyone will realize how broken she is. She's literally super broken, like insanely broken. Like, her only weakness is that she's squishy and that she can get CC'd, but that's an issue for almost any hard carry or for almost any ADC as well. And still Vayne can 1v9 pretty easily when she has to peel, when she has the frontline. So you just need the frontline for Kayle. And I think this gameplay is probably one where you have a situation where it's pretty hard to just carry for free. Like if I had the Lulu, if I had the front line in the Baron lane, I don't know, Wukong, Jarvan, Malphite, or tanky jungler, this game would look even different in the late game team fights. You will see what I'm talking about later on. Because we're literally all squishy. And with Kayle you want to play front to back. Front to back means you focus the first target and then you just out damage the opponent. You run down or you beat down the tanks first and then you kill the squishies. And you try to kill them faster than the enemies can kill your tank. And Kayle is very good at killing tanks because she has a lot of hybrid damage and her crit do so much damage. You will see the animations and her model, how cool she looks once she is level 15, and she's gonna be enhanced, and then she's gonna splash, and it's just boom, 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 rapid fire. Like, she literally feels like rapid fire. She feels like you are playing Ur once you are level 15. But yeah guys, what's your opinion? I think by now when this video is coming out, most people realize how broken Kayle is. Because she is fucking broken. I'm literally just frontlining. and now I just fucked up and ran into the trap. I don't know, I didn't see, like, this is a voiceover, but while I was playing, I literally didn't see the trap. I ran into it, and then I was like, oh no, fuck off, I messed up. Because the plan was, I flash away so I can still last hit the Caitlyn, and then I kite back from the Shyvana, but I literally, instead of running into the bush like this, kiting away, I ran into the trap, and then I just died for it. But yeah, since they were already low, I just decided to frontline, which you shouldn't do usually. You shouldn't play frontline on Kayle, you should play front to back. So, from afar, while you have your third ability, you will try to kill them. Not like how I played it. And remember, when you use the second ability, you don't have to cast it only on yourself. When you cast it on someone else, you will still receive the healing and the movement speed. First ability, it's a skill shot that slows them. Third ability does tons of damage. Like, it enhances your auto attacks. Based on, it scales with missing HP of the opponents, if I'm not wrong. And while you are, before level 5, you also get range form while you're using it. Later on you will have enough range, but without the third ability in the early game, you're literally a minion. Look at the damage on Alistar, by the way. Dude, I'm very squishy though. I'm very squishy, surprisingly. Like, super squishy. I feel like in this game, I got too cocky. I got really cocky and I just always frontlined instead of just playing it safe. Like, I played very arrogant, to be honest. Which you shouldn't do on a Kayle. Like, you can, but you shouldn't. Actually, this is a pretty nice play though. Boom. And for you guys wondering why I didn't use one of the other gameplays, it is because you guys would flame me for uploading a low elo gameplay, and I actually wanted to show you that she also works really well in high elo. And this is just, if I had more attempts, I probably could have gone for way better gameplay. Like, sometimes it's just all about your compositions and about the enemy compositions, whether or not you're gonna pop up like crazy. I already explained it, but just wanted to repeat. I think she's very good. And I feel like once you guys will see pro players play them in tournaments, or I mean play her, Morgana and Mundo, you guys will realize how strong those champions are. Because trust me, in my opinion, Morgana, Mundo and Kayle are very good. Like, Kayle, broken. Mundo in the jungle, pretty strong. And Morgana also pretty strong. You can play her. I actually played her in the jungle, and it worked pretty well. Like, Morgana in the jungle worked really well for me. I played it against Zephyr, who is a top 15 challenger player and pro player as well. So makes it even more impressive that it worked. Then I also played Morgana in the Baron lane because Kayle was banned. So I decided, okay, let's try Morgana in the Baron lane. Also worked. So I feel like those champions are right now, maybe Mundo and Morgana are kind of underrated, but I feel like at least for... Okay, this is a dumb mistake from me. Maybe if I ran this way, just this way, maybe I could have survived, but I think Alistar has Deadman's plates. Wait, does he? No, he has. So he probably just runs me down anyways. But yeah, that was dumb. That was too greedy by me. I should have just backed off immediately. Where was I? Once you guys see more pro players who play them, then you guys will realize how strong Kayle is. Or the other champions as well. I think they're pretty solid, but Kayle is definitely really broken. Like, just her damage output. Anything after level 10, you're so strong. And level 15, you're insane. I think also because someone was writing, Darkbreaker, why are you calling it SSS tier? It's so clickbait. I mean, yes, it is clickbait, but I mean, why do you call it SS tier even though it's a new champion? Usually, on almost any new champion, I never call them SSS tier. Like, broken tier. Like, the only exception was maybe Riven and Irelia, because those two are very strong. As you guys can see, Irelia and Riven are dominating for ages. Just people didn't know how to play them. But the potential was always there. Like, from the get-go, the potential was always there, but people were just not good enough yet. And yeah, definitely those two picks were SSS tier. And still to date, they are one of the best champions in solo queue and competitive. Okay, Irelia not competitive, but Riven competitive and solo queue. Like, it's very hard for me to reach them. Because, look at the damage though. Can you see what I mean when I'm talking about late game damage? And I'm still missing a lot of items. Oh, can I kill him? Come on. Outbreak? Oh, the Caitlyn survived. I wanted to flash, use the third ability to kill the Caitlyn. By the way, look at the lifesteal now. Five stacks. Remember, 5 stacks, you get the passive, and you get the AoE damage. That's when you get so much damage and lifesteal. Especially with Gunblade, because Gunblade will also give you spell vamp and AP. And AP will improve all of your abilities. AP and AD, scaled for every ability. Maybe not every, but almost every. Like, she's a very strong champion, that's crazy to me. If you guys master this, I think this is the best one-trick pony to learn right now. But I try to dive. I have Zhonya's and ultimate, so no, Zhonya's first, so I have time for the ultimate to come up. I should have used the second ability first, by the way. Boom. We baited them, we tanked so much. We soaked so much attention, and then we just still won this. Even though we didn't have the tank, I'm the tank, baby! I play her like a tank, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do that. But I play her like a tank, I have Zhonya's ultimate. I can tank for 4 seconds. Easy. But yeah, you don't want to play like that. Unless you're hyper fed. And you have a Lulu. But usually you want to stay backline. Like, don't copy what I'm doing if you guys want to perform really well. Like, I think it works if you're ahead like I am. But you shouldn't do that. Usually. I'm blaming my own gameplay. Boom, look at the damage, the crit! It's so juicy! It's like yummy, yummy. I don't have Gunblade yet. That's so sad. I really want the Gunblade. I really want that Gunblade. 16 out of 22 KP is pretty solid, I would say. Obviously not a perfect gameplay, because we died 2 times. Not 100% kill participation, but since we are not used to Kayle yet, I think this is a pretty solid performance. Hey. They're fighting. I want to join before they're ending the game. I want some kills. I want some kills. Let's go tank Kayle modus again. I'm just gonna tank the base. I'm just gonna tank the base for fun. I'm just gonna go in. Let's see how long I can tank. Let's tank. Zhonya's ultimate. Maybe I should flash out. Never mind, I'm dead. But yeah, was pretty fun. Just trying out her limits in the end. Because the game is won anyway, so might as well just YOLO a bit. But yeah, Kayle, hyper carry in low elo. Very good with the right comp, with the right teammates. In high elo as well. And remember, I didn't play her so many games yet. Once you learn how to master her kit, her kiting, her ultimate, her third ability correctly, she is gonna be a super wrecker. A super wrecker. She is insanely strong, and if you guys enjoyed this gameplay, I have a lot of really cool gameplays coming up soon for 2.6. If you guys don't want to miss out on them, leave a like, subscribe, write something down below in the comments maybe. Kayle is too broken, does Kayle need a nerf, is Kayle not too strong, she's not SSS tier. She is definitely very strong in my opinion, but yeah. Bye bye, guys.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.